All right. Maybe I could set up an ambush for him. Oh, maybe, she says, grabbing the good luck necklace, bring it closer to where her mouth is. Maybe I'm blue. She divulges a space near where you are, not exactly where you are. Somewhere that you guys could traverse to. Pretty fast, I guess.
By the way, Nimble, she had her fingers crossed when she said that.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Very good. Very good, then. In due time, you guys make your position known to Nova, and she... Da-da-da-da! She's over here. With Irina. She touches down superhero style. Based. You guys do note that her armor is going to require some serious repair work.
Yeah. Dahlia's looking over it like, oh, did Tal do that?
Like exposed like wiring and circuitry, or like a small like suddenly appearing and flying away every now and again. Yo. Yeah, Tal definitely put up a hell. But she gives you guys 2 thumbs up. No one's killed, or even critically injured, or even maimed. So I consider that a win.
That is a win.
That's good news.
She wags a finger. Caspian's a pretty tricksy bastard.
What do you do?
She thinks of how to describe it. A bait and switch? A bluff? I don't know how to call it. I ran bait. Tal ran hunter. I ran us both over to Anvil. He jacked up the gravity in the region to slow Tal down. Still plenty fast with that belief. I dropped Caspian out wings, and he had the toxin ready to go once Anvil managed to get a good hit on him. Really weigh him down. Like crushing weight of a world sort of weight. And he was still moving. You was seeing red though. Don't think he knows he was fighting us. Might have been thinking he was facing off against outsiders or something.
That's kind of what we're thinking. The whole effect on the region. Maybe not exactly that, but something like it.
What do you mean?
You know, we were talking about like the how do I explain this?
Yeah.
Dahlia gets that and does her best approximation of like telling her kind of what happened last night. I don't see a reason in not telling her.
Fair enough. Ooh, that's rubs back for neck. I mean, facing off against someone called the Crone and the Apostate. I guess it's to be expected. One of them's gonna be a heavy hitter when it comes to magic. She thinks for a moment. Might make a request, maybe, of Pax Aurelia. Or somewhere nearby. Somewhere big, prominent nearby. If they got casters out here, I guess it depends on where the magic comes from.
What are you thinking?
Well, when religious-based casters go into another realm, the Newman there could shut them out. So, if our crone here is based off of some witch, maybe the Clover Corps could shut her out of her. Maybe. I don't know. So it banks on her being religiously based when it comes to her magic. And given she's called the Crone, I don't know if I trust that.
Given the whole situation, I wonder how much can actually be done about it from Melonians. I don't know a lot about magic, so she puts her hands up like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know anything.
I'll run the traps with the Night Prospects and Caspian, see what they got to say on it. But if it's something that could, kick their crutch out from under them, take away some, I think it's a fair plan, especially if it's their top level capability. So, you guys are going to another realm, huh? Fun.
Yeah, and if we are going, are we taking anyone else with us?
I mean, I'm here, so if you guys need to go make a pickup on someone, I can shoot out to go grab him. Oh, one thing though. Taps her her plated gauntlet thumb against her chest. Take it from one of us Ash Wardens.
Yeah.
Near everywhere in the world's got some prophecy, grand machination, something. Everyone's got one. Everywhere has got something. Right? And I get it. It's big. It's important for the local region. I get that. But don't let them con you into thinking that's bigger than you. Okay? You got your legs, wings, sailing, whatever you gotta fucking do. You guys are gonna be traveling around the place. You guys already have They're stuck here. You're already bigger than anything they got to throw. Okay? So don't let them get in your head. You guys got it? She's clapped her hands together.
We got it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Aurora.
Hey, you don't got on public, man. Come on. I'm on the job here.
Stop being cringe, dude.
This is a forest. This is the middle of nowhere.
I'm still on the
Thank you, Noah.
job.
Well, but I guess it's not public then.
She whistles, and you guys hear the audio feedback screech of someone whistling on the microphone.
Only it covers her ears.
So, who am I picking up? Actually, if you are willing to hold on for a moment. I'm about to go meet with Nimble. Oh, how is he? Eva frowns. Right.
That's a loaded question.
Right. Okay. So you want me to be here? Backup. You know I always got your back. Eva smiles. I know. Thus the ask. Would you guys mind if I abscond with Nova for a short while?
Wait.
Perhaps you guys might be able to think on who else to bring. Also, I realize Eva has been disguised as Aurelia on the map this whole time.
Yeah, that's right.
Totes forgot about that.
What's it?
About that.
Unless any of you guys are going to come.
We're going to
Is
what?
that an open invitation?
I'm not formally inviting any of you. I'll go.
Insight would she be upset if we came?
We're on site.
Rolling.
Yeah.
Fuck! I'm using my inspiration. I don't care. I just don't want a nat one.
Fair enough.
Can
I
I
don't
join
even
you on
care.
that insight?
I do care, but
Sure.
Ooh. Yeah.
I care, but I just don't want a nat one.
Yeah, I do care about this thing. Let's do it. We can
She doesn't
spare
get
one.
guidance.
We can spare one. We can do this.
Yeah, you remember you guys didn't
And
catch
then-
a long rest, so
Yeah.
what resources you guys had last night or what's yours today?
And we rolled worse.
Indeed.
That's how it goes.
You didn't roll worse. No, you did roll better.
Ah, c'est la vie.
Her inner machinations are an enigma, except to Eugen. How to say this? How to say this?
How do I explain this?
She won't get upset at you guys coming along. It would probably mean a lot to her that you,
That
no
what?
matter the situation, it would probably mean a lot to her that you guys are backing her, even in an unknown situation. But she entirely understands if you don't want to.
Mm.
So she'd be appreciative if we went along, but understands if we don't.
Correct.
Okay.
Dahlia's gonna go anyway, so she hasn't changed. She wants to go.
All is well for you then.
You know what? Badger's gonna tag along.
Type 1 in chat if you want to tag along. Keep it simple that way.
Yeah, make it simple. So it's just
Yeah, okay,
everybody.
so
The
all
whole
of
squad
us.
going.
Very well then.
That's our girl.
We want to be involved in everything. We love our NPCs.
We do.
Oh,
Oh.
That's so bad. It's that good.
Use your inspiration.
you guys all like, it's like, oh no, yeah, we're right behind you. We'll go with you. You guys see Eva's eyes widen. And then she awkwardly looks left and turns away from you guys.
Aw.
Check,
Yeah, what the hell?
when is it checking that?
Aurelia
God.
smiles brightly at.
The urge Jin has to tease her about it, but also doesn't want to.
You gain a similar insight as Jin earlier, Dahlia. It means a lot to her.
Aw.
Bulk, you catch the similar insight as Jin earlier. It means a lot to her.
Oh.
These are troubling times for her, so
Mhm.
your guys' continued support. Despite being a bard, she probably doesn't have the appreciation.
How precious.
So, you guys go to the nearby rendezvous spot that Eva gave over to Bull. Backed by Ashward Nova. Definitely. I'll bet she's combat injured right now. Still capable. And she can still fly, so enough, right?
Mhm.
Nimble does not bother hiding himself. It's not his objective in the first place, nor does he think it would be a good idea to try to sneak. Da-da-da-da. Nimble. In his not disguised format. Nimble. You guys see him like pushing aside a branch, trying to like make his way through the green works of the forest. Eva. He walks over to her, and she has her arms crossed, leaned on a leg, staring, glaring at him. I've half a mind to slap the shit out of you. That's fair. That's fair. Probably deserve it. But I'm not going to ask for forgiveness. I did my duties. Yes, your duties. Let's talk about those. What were your orders? You know I can't disclose those. I'm not a full oracle, technically. You got pulled from the academy a bit too soon. What is that supposed to mean? Nimble, what is that supposed to mean? I don't know yet. But it's what was told to me. I want you to understand that. I didn't request your presence out of the blue. There's something wrong. Yes, there is. More than you realize. I caught your guys' conversation. Interesting, impressive. Don't mean to detract from it. Ma'am, as I told you the truth when I left your company, I made my way to rendezvous with my father. he says, and then he does turn his attention slightly toward, but doesn't make any further comment on it.
Towards who?
Aurelia.
Really? Gotcha. Yeah, your mic's cutting out quite a bit.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, it's cutting in and out.
I have no clue what's up with that. Hmm. Maybe sound suppression? Question mark?
That would probably be it. Because it doesn't sound like it's a connection issue. It just sounds like it's going beneath the threshold.
I will manually use my input, or change my input rather. We'll see how that is. Hopefully the crows won't proc anything. Caw! And now I see it staying on.
Yeah, that's good now.
Might up it a little bit. A little bit. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. So, what was it? Yeah, so he turns to, he does have a quick look at Aurelia when he did say, like, I came up here to rendezvous with your father. But he doesn't make any further comment on it. And, where is he? I have a lot of questions. You and me both. What? Your father didn't make it to the rendezvous. In fact... What? We have a safe house near here. Couple of safe houses near here. I stopped at one of them. Place looks ransacked. And my father. Missing, ma'am. So what other questions you got for him? You better hold on to him for a while. Where would he have gone? He would have gone out here, ma'am. In pursuit of what? What was his next step? What was the next point of his operation? What were his next orders? What? He wasn't out here on orders, ma'am. What? Yeah. He's out here on his own volition. He told you a lot of things, ma'am. And you allowed him to come out here against orders? He's not against orders, technically, ma'am. He just doesn't have any allocated to him right now. He's not on leave. Whether or not it's official or officially noted or not is a different matter entirely. But we're not operating against the Empire out here, ma'am. That's what remains to be seen. Nibble stands a bit more at attention. Well, if it makes you feel any better, ma'am. What? In lieu of my assigned oracle. You might not be an oracle yet, but you are the best contact to the Syriac Empire out here.
Ouch.
He stands a bit more at attention. No. You, my friend, are he holds a hand out at you, an entirely different can of worms that I'm not even going to begin getting into.
Again, ouch.
Sucks.
It's alright, I know I'm just a guy.
Sometimes it's just a guy that makes things happen. He turns his attention back to Eva. Speaking of, ma'am, as the best acting oracle around here. Awaiting orders.
Yes!
I don't know if I should give you any. I don't know if I can even trust you. Any debrief you want, ma'am. I will give freely, to the best of my ability, if that's what you want. If that's what you need. How are Aurelia and I related? You've known this the whole time. Yes, I am. Is Medico even real? He is. I don't know why I'm bothering asking you any questions. I don't know if I can trust you. That's fair, ma'am. But Whatever swearing you want me to do, whatever fealty you want me to serve, I'll do it. I got nothing to lose. Eva. Alicia, I'm out. Very well. Back to my original question. How are Aurelia and I related? Aside from being sisters. Which one of us is older? Eva turns to Aurelia. Now is really not the time.
No,
This is-
important.
Shut up. Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, ma'am, you're the older one. Mercer like shrugs like, yeah, I saw that coming. Like, yeah, that makes sense.
Just got the energy for it.
She does.
She does.
Anyway, it has little sibling energy.
Oh, 100%.
She do.
I don't know the full context of it, ma'am. I didn't do all the operations out here with your father, but my understanding is that your father was and still is a Spheroid Oracle doing his own investigations out here in Eulonia. He looks at you guys, looks at her. Is this something I can disclose publicly, ma'am? Without any hesitation, she immediately goes, yes. Oh!
Let's go.
There's a trust in you guys and a fury in her that he's not dodging any more Inquisition.
Mm-hmm.
The Empire has its agendas looking at foreign borders, looking for fragments of the Emperor. We believe that there is one such celestial Empyrean fragment somewhere in proximity to Eulonia. And there was some evidence of this, ma'am. But unfortunately, before any further pursuit could happen, your father had to make his exfiltration out from Eulonia with your mother. She didn't make it. No, she didn't, ma'am. You to have a now exiled late, I don't know, I haven't caught up on local political things behind closed doors yet. But regardless, you have an uncle that was quite clear on his protests, violently so. Your father's exfiltration was aided by the Order of Nightshade. For what exact reason of theirs, I don't know. Although I understand that your father and one of the Nightshade Knights veterans were close comrades. Lord Gustavo. That's the one, ma'am. So she didn't make it. She didn't make it, and he looks between the two of them. That's also where the separation occurred. You got taken to the Spheric Empire, and your sister was left in the custody of the Nightshade Knights. And to your mother's next of kin, aside from your uncle. The House Laterno has been struck, as far as I've been able to glean, struck from Eulonian records. It doesn't exist anymore. Laterno. That's why everyone was always so afraid to tell me my true family name. Bit of a black sheep. But House Lasso is well respected, still. I know. She smiles at him. Right. Eva's just processing this, like silent. Just letting all the gears turn in her head right now. Anything else, ma'am? Why is my father back here? You must have some inclination. An official answer would be that he came back to check out that Empyrean shard. And the actual answer? The official answer is partially the actual answer, ma'am. But
Partially.
aye, partially. He did come back out of some, I assume, sense of familial duty to check in on your sister. Eva looks at Aurelia, who is a bit she understands that this person being referred to is her father, but she doesn't know him. She has no grasp. He's an abstract figure in her mind, so she's not quite clicking the same way as obviously Eva, with all of her knowledge, is. But I was sent south to the Vestal Golf tournament. Wouldn't it have made sense for him to go there? That would be correct, ma'am. But I believe there were some other duties, goals he had to attend to. And those goals were not made known to me. Thus, my rendezvous with him up north. The only inclination I got is that whatever his operations were, whatever plans he had, are up here, in the northern parts of Eulonia. Or beyond. I don't know. But he is MIA right now. And I've already tried making contact. I've gone back nothing. You guys hear Mercer whistle into his helmet. Another feedback thing is on whistling to a mic. You guys, you passed really on the back. Your family is crazy. Makes me happy. I'm an orphan. You don't have to say that. He shrugs like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you if it does.
That's the big of the truth.
I'm just saying. I'm saying, bro.
Oh, fucking weird.
Anything else, ma'am? Eva takes a deep stewing, bro. Like, you're Eridesian, correct? I think the accent gives that away, ma'am. Yeah, it does. It really turns, looks at the two of them like, oh, it's like a mirror.
Oh.
Accents can be deceiving, Mercer. Right. So, if you were to encounter Deathwing or any of his apostles, I don't think I'd be scoring any kills, ma'am. But if you're meaning if I can hurt the guy, the thing, yeah, should be able to some half degree as far as your guys' debriefing was concerned. That's good enough. You'll be staying out here while we forage into the Betwixt and the Beyond. And then you're an able ranger and scout. That I am, yeah. Well, now there's an open position. Since Tao is incapacitated for the moment, you'll be filling his spot. Aye, ma'am. Drop me in the zone. I'll get right to work. Okay. Ma'am? What? You gonna take that hit? Right here. No, I don't think I will. It wouldn't change anything.
No balls. He doesn't say that.
Arella looks at Eva with a bit of a frown. Looks at Nimble. Then, in a burst of speech, he walks over and tries to slap Nimble across his face.
Very like limp-wristed.
Very limp-wristed to the point where she's Yeah. In the future, ma'am, the surprise attack, that was wise. Your method of attack could use a bit of work. I'm not trained for combat. I can tell. We'll work on it. Ow.
You have spirit.
You guys can tell that Eva's proud of her sister. Even if she wasn't going to take the hit, she's proud that her brother decided to do it for her.
It still hurt, right, Nimble?
Right number?
No, you don't have to lie. I think I hurt myself more. There's a reason I really like this helmet. It's really sturdy.
It's seldom the slap itself that stings.
Ma'am, if there's a number of different ways I could apologize for my actions. I know there are orders. I know it still hurts you regardless. And I know that me following orders isn't the part that's hurting you. I understand that. Rest assured, I'll try and make it up to you. Not for your father's sake, but for yours, ma'am. Although, for the time being, I guess you won't need to be looking for an on-beater. That'll be all, Nimble. He salutes. Aye, ma'am. Drop me where I need to be. Right. All of you. I hope you guys don't mind my speaking on Nimble resuming Tal's investigations.
Not at all. He's capable of moving by himself, yeah. That's what non-beater does.
Exactly.
He'll jump from Edelweiss's saddle, walk over towards Nimble, unfurl his map, and show him the sort of area that we had Tal trying to explore. You're not as fast as our Tal, unfortunately, but...
No, but I'm triply cautious.
Well, this is what we had him doing.
Alright. Easy. And I heard from the chatter that sleeping in this zone is ill-advised, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
There's some pacification field over this place.
Roger that. Gonna be putting that train into use. Aye, ma'am? Aye. He's talking about tireless. He's got it too.
Hell yeah.
She had to learn from somewhere. Go to sleep later. Alright. So, out of game.